in May's, not episode, what do you call it?
May's
Elle
subscription. Well, not
the subscription.
You know what we're talking about. The monthly magazine. Yeah, she looks amazing.
Yeah, she did a total
gorgeous.
360. She's wearing a few designers from Givenchy to Gaultier. You guys have to check it out. You can go to Elle.com. To get a view.
That little frilly two-piece, I love that. That kind of reminds me of those little, when you put
the short set?
The shorts, yeah.
That's the Gaultier.
That you put on like little babies when they have the little dress with the little frills on it. Or like, I wear something like that around the house for my man because I think it's sexy.
Yes, and the knitted dress is amazing as well.
It's really, really cute.
Yeah.
I give it to you on that.
Nicki, I think you should stay on that path. A little more sophisticated.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But who's our stunner of the week, Lori?
Our number one stunner this week is Taylor Swift.
I'm the number one stunner.
At the Country Music Awards, she's wearing a golden yellow embroidered floral applique gown by Alisa.
She looks pretty.
She really looks amazing,
Absolutely.
gorgeous.
She looks
number
really,
one
really
stunner.
nice. On another note, Lori, I'm dying to see this new reality show. Oh my gosh. You know, people think that you have to be a minority or something to have drama in your reality show. Yeah, or to be ghetto or hood or something. But these Italian women, they have a new show, what is it, Mob Wives?
Yes.
Juicy. And they look like they're about to get it popping on there, okay? They're basically 4 women. 2 I think are daughters of like, you know,
mob bosses.
Right, mob bosses or mob members, and the other 2 are like wives of mob bosses. And there's one in particular that I really want to see how she's going to affect the show, and that's Karen Gravano. She's basically the daughter of Sammy the Bull. Everybody knows he's a big snitch that basically, he snitched on the former, worked with the feds in cooperation to bring down the former underboss of the Gambino crime family, which is Sammy Gravano's like.
Yeah, love to see how that's gonna play out.
Yeah, I know. They have this big thing like snitches, and they abide by like
loyalty is number one.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and like even though she didn't do anything per se, I'm so sure she's still gonna get.
Of course, it's gonna fall on her.
Right, absolutely.
Like the other lady said, who was the main one with the dark hair, kind of heavy set?
Oh, I can't remember. Right,
she was just saying how what her father did affected a lot of families. So it's not going to be, she's not going to be easily accepted.
Yeah. Right, and they look like they got a lot of drama on there. So you guys look out for it because I'm sure we're going to.
Really excited about that.
Yeah, I know. I'm like a reality junkie. Like it's like poisonous, but it's like so good. But in the news, I don't know if it's been all over the news. I don't know if everyone's heard about it, but Mr.Cee, the big popular
Mr. Old School at Noon.
Right. And the finisher is official. That's the thing he's called, the finisher, but he's officially finished himself because his career is over.
I mean,
well, first of all, what happened was, he was allegedly, well, I can't even say alleged because he was arrested for it, and they're saying that
he had lewd contact with a 20-year-old man. But Mr.Cee,
he was getting filleted in the front seat by somebody half his age.
But he's saying that they're false allegations that,
he says he wasn't even there. The other person wasn't there. The accused 20-year-old one that was
it's a lot of different stories, so I'm really unclear. But what Mr.Cee is quoted as saying is that the police sort of put that spin on it, to give the streets something to talk about. Which that really could go either way. So
well, he's done either way. I feel kind of bad for him,
because
he's a popular DJ. He gets
and a producer.
He DJ'd my birthday party. And,
wow!
And it was like crazy in there. Like he knows how to motivate the crowd and everything.
But this isn't his first time being arrested either.
No,
so
that's what makes it more believable because he had some.
And he pled guilty to loitering.
Right, similar
in Lower Manhattan.
Similar situations. I don't know. It doesn't look good. And not saying because you do something once that you do it again or that you're guilty of everything.
But what is he doing lurking in the
doesn't look good.
Lower parts of Manhattan at 4 a.m.? It's a little suspicious.
Nah, I don't know. But if that's your choice and that's what you want to do,
preference.
Take it in the house. You're in the public eye all the time.
But maybe he gets off on that. There's some people who can't get off unless they're like outside.
That's true.
Exposing themselves.
That's true.
So,
but I don't know. Speaking of sexual preference, we want to get into our topic. These kids,
it's explosive.
These kids these days, I don't know. It's like I know I'm not that old, but it wasn't like this when I was growing up. And when my parents were growing up, it was definitely not like this. But we have kids these days that don't even barely know, they're not even finishing school, and they're talking about they're bisexual, and that's what our topic is, teens and bisexuality.
And so pretty much we went out to Jamaica Avenue this past week, and we interviewed a couple of different kids.
Right. For those of you that don't know, Jamaica Avenue is basically a main shopping area. A lot of kids pass through there going to and from school. You know, they catch the buses and the vans and they travel. So it's a big area where the kids lurk, you know, before and after school. And
so, I mean, pretty much, mostly teens, 15, 16 years old, talking about their sexual preferences.
Bisexual. And they're like open and like the way they talk, like they're very experienced and they know what they like, and
they seem to be comfortable with it.
Right. Some of them.
Except for when we began to ask them about, you know, if their parents know.
Right.
You know.
That's when they became a little apprehensive.
Exactly.
Well, no, not really. Or some of them said their parents might have had a suspicion. But most of them, you know, their parents don't know.
Yeah, and then also a few of the young ladies were stating that they've known that they were attracted to to the same sex as early as junior high school.
Go. Hi everybody, this is Michelle. Today she's just joining us for a few minutes talking about bisexuality. Michelle is bisexual and she's proud of it, and she has no problems, you know, basically admitting her sexuality. So she agreed to today to come on the show and just answer a few questions for us. So Michelle, at what age did you realize that you liked guys and girls?
Junior high school, like 7th grade.
And you're 18 now and you're in high school. So you were in 7th grade when you realized that it was like guys and girls.
Yep. No way.
When did you start liking guys? Before that? Like, you know, usually kids, little girls, you know.
I don't know, because I always be around the girls, playing with them and always touching their butts, but then I'm like, I really like girls more than I like guys.
Oh, you do? Does your family know about sexual preference?
No, they don't really like it. They really don't consider it because they feel like it's not in their religion or how they want it to be. Like my sister's father was bi. He was like, you better not be bisexual or you can't live in my house.
So they don't know.
Only my aunt and my cousins know.
How do you think they would react? I mean, eventually they will at some point.
Eventually they will find out, but
how do you think they're gonna react?
They'll probably flip out, but hey, I like who I like. You can't change me. I am who I am.
Right. And so the school that you go to, are there a lot of open bisexuals in your school as far as females? Yeah.
Some, yeah.
What about male?
There's only probably
not gay, but actual bi.
Not bi, no.
Right. No. So do you think there are, and they're like just on the low? Is it like
probably some are?
Yeah. But it's more, in your opinion, you think it's more accepted among females
than it is guys?
What?
Yeah.
What's up?
So I guess that's it. I don't know. Did you have anything you want to add, Lori?
No, that's it. We covered everything.
Okay,
yes.
thank you,
Michelle.
I appreciate it. And one young lady, basically, you know, actually, we interviewed a group. There were about 8 kids, 8, you know, teenagers.
7 female, and then one male, and one male in that particular group.
15 and 16 years old.
Yeah.
And they were all saying they're bisexual. Teaming up, partners up. This is my
Except for the gentleman.
I have a boyfriend too, and you know, how does he like? You know, he doesn't mind. Of course, he doesn't mind. He never mind. But there was one female out of the clique, out of the crew, that said no, she just likes guys. But then the friends say no, she's in denial. You know,
that she'll put like
she said put the cell phone in my breast and tell her to grab it, and they play and she touches. So they think that she's on her way, or she's just in denial,
or they're about to turn her out,
or they're going to turn her out, right? But you know, that was just one particular crew. And then you know, we had another crew that we interviewed of I think they were about 15 to 16 also. And you know, they weren't bisexual. It was 4 young ladies, and they weren't, but they, you know, they were like cool about it because they're friends. They're like, oh, my friends, yeah, you know, they're bisexual. They're used to it. It doesn't bother them as long as their friends don't push up on them and make them feel uncomfortable.
Exactly.
And you know, one young lady said, no, when I asked her why, you know, how come it doesn't interest you? You know, she says, no, my family, they're Christian, and that's not even a thought, like, to even fathom anything like that. But then you have other kids whose family are still like that, and then
you know, one may have to ask the question of where her values are, and her family, what she's being taught at home, is actually working, you know what I mean? Because she's going out in the street, and she's still utilizing, you know, what she's used at home.
Another young lady we met, she was 18 years old, and her sister was 16. She was too shy to talk. You know, we wanted to get a lot of these kids on camera, but because of their age, you know, we couldn't. Yeah. But we did manage to get some footage. But one young lady, she was 18, expressed to us that her little sister was bisexual, and she did not like it at all.
No, and she said that her sister was what, like 13, and they were at like a Halloween party, and that's how
and it's Hi viewers out there, we have Rika here, and Rika's willing to just come on the show and express her points of view on sexual preference.
Okay.
Tell us how you feel about bisexuality.
I feel it's very disgusting.
Why is it disgusting?
It is disgusting because you should not want something that you already have. Okay, there's Adam and Eve, not Eve and Eve, not Adam and Adam. Okay, Adam and Eve. Okay, if there's a girl and girl, what baby is coming out?
But what do you think if someone's drawn or attracted to, if I'm a woman and I feel like, you know, I can't help, I'm drawn to a woman.
Make her your best friend.
Okay, that's a good point. I mean, what do you think about people who go through years of fighting attraction for someone when they're fighting themselves?
Well, I think they should go get a makeover then. It's not that hard. There's no excuse for you to like your own genetics.
Why do you think the cause of it is? What do you think that stems from?
Mainly, I think the cause is that as girls, females, as being dykes or gay or whatever, I feel like the reason they're like that is because they was tomboy as kids. So they automatically, as a child, wanted to be a boy. That's why it's called tomboys, but they didn't know what to do or how to go about it. So now they learn it in a different way and they flipping it around.
So do you have any friends that or family relatives that are bisexual?
Yeah, my little sister is that.
And how do
I feel? Like this. I feel like this. Like,
how long has she been bisexual, do you know?
Actually, since Halloween when I was 15 and she was 13.
So that was about 3 years ago, because you're 18.
Yeah, like 3 years.
Did she tell you, or did you catch her?
No, it was like, we was doing a Halloween thing, and she met the girl on Halloween, and the girl was acting like a boy, and my sister was acting like she was gay, and then that's how that flung off. And then she wound up
So they were acting, but it was a really act. It was act. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And you tell her every day, like, you're against it. You know, does your family know? Does your family know about her? Yeah. And how do they feel about her sexuality?
No, I'm not really sure, because I don't really look at her. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Started like, I guess they were acting like they were boy and girl, and they were really, you know,
two females, one acting as a female and the other acting as a male.
Right.
At the tender age of 13. I mean, I have to ask where the parents are and all this.
I don't know, but kids are exposed to so much now that they never were before, and you know, it's just things are.
Parents, you got to get on that grind. I know you got to work and take care of children, especially if there's a single parent home. But those values and those morals,
and it's hard sometimes. Sometimes you can really try your best and really teach your children everything you can and instill values. And I said before, someone can come along and just wipe that all away in the blink of an eye. But yeah, like I was saying, this young lady who's 18, she really, you know, despised her sister. Her sexuality, she tells her, expressed her how much she says she's gonna beat her. I mean, she's only like 3 years older than her, but you know, she's like, I'm gonna beat her, and you know, I mean, what can you do? You know, what can you do? But it's really so amazing now when you go up to these schools and you see these kids walking around and they're like hands in each other's.
They're so free about it.
They're holding each other's hands, and they're like, they're not hiding.
I mean, when we were in high school, which wasn't that long ago, and you know, we kind of, the trend then was like baggy jeans and flannel shirts and button downs, but like most of the females dressed like that, and you didn't think twice, okay, well, are they gay or are they bi?
Right, because that was just style. But now they wear the
do-rags and sagging pants.
Excuse me. Baggy jeans didn't necessarily mean you were gay. It was a style. Just like tight jeans doesn't necessarily mean you're feminine either. You have girls that are lesbians or that act like guys and still wear tight jeans.
I think the confusing thing is that the whole male-female melting together and you don't know which is which is just a little eerie.
Yeah.